So this level is based on the first level of Ghosts and Goblins. And I hate it. I hate it oh so much, and it took so many attempts because I'm a perfectionist, so I had to do the thing without getting hit. And that's a problem, because most of this level has lots of randomness factors to it. Like the zombies, for instance. Now, the zombies made Stage 1 Super Ghouls and Ghosts harder than it should be, just because of all the random spawning. Like most of the other stuff in that game, you can just plan around, but not those zombies. And this entire level is kind of like that. Though after you get past this first bit, it's not so bad, because the zombies stop being a thing, so that's not the worst. And you get a bit of a breather here in this part now. Just, it's fine. Even though the moon is getting eclipsed and turning into a bunch of skulls, the red armor's easy. But then the moon disappears and tries to drop on your head. Like, you're dead if you didn't know that was coming. What is this? Fucking I want to be the Arthur? Come on! And then we got this. I think this is what ate most of my attempts. These little fuckers here. I have to hit them with the magic, right? And I can't not jump over there if they're still coming. I have lost lots of attempts to me jumping prematurely. And if you kill them the wrong way, they can drop a weapon on your head and get rid of your knife, which I don't want. So I don't want that either. And this next section, the platforms sometimes morph into the squealing ghosts from Ghosts and Goblins. Okay. That wouldn't be so bad if it weren't for the randomly spawning bats that can randomly spawn in the middle of your jump and ruin your day, and you're just dead. The game is just rolling a dice, and if it rolls a 20, you're dead. There's nothing you can do about it. That's bullshit. Especially in an arranged mode where you're trying to do it perfect so you can get to the next new level. Come on! That being said, once you make it here, unless you're a jackass, you're pretty much in the clear. Well, the boss is still a thing, and he can roll you a bit too. Let me make this abundantly clear. This is the only attempt I ever had that got to the boss. And one of 2 attempts where I got about this far. That's how bad I got rolled. Anyway, the boss is the unicorn from Ghosts and Goblins. Another classic boss. He has a couple of attacks, and I'm abusing iframes, because that's what I do best. And I really should have died there. He should have charged me and I should have died. And then that happened. Wow. Okay. So I actually made it. That's a small miracle. Thank you, Jesus. Fucking 40 minutes of trying to get this level down perfect, and I got it. Good job. Alright, time for our last all-new level. What will we find? Look, I'm gonna level with you. I don't know what level this is supposed to be based on. I think it's Stage 4 of Ghouls and Ghosts, because that was a cave, and there were water sections in that too. I don't know. I'm not sure. What I do know is that this is a massive downgrade in difficulty from that awful nightmare that was the previous stage. All we have to deal with are bats, and an occasional sea serpent that's chasing us. It's fine, because the bats are attacking us on stable ground for the most part, so we can deal with them. And when you have a section where there's no stable ground, the bats don't appear. You see how much fairer that is? Why couldn't you do that last time, Capcom? Come on! Other than that, level's simple. 3 takes! That's all this took. 3 takes. As opposed to like 30 for that last level. You're gonna see it all in the fail reel, but I should note that this section is kinda difficult. You just gotta be really quick with your jumps, because the Leviathan or whatever smashes the blocks, so if you're too far over, you're dead. Oh yeah, and another thing is, these guys come back, but by now I know how to deal with them. I'm an expert at dealing with these things and taking my goddamn time and not getting rolled by them spawning in the middle of a jump. So I'm fine. Everything's fine, we're having a good time. And we're almost done the level too, so that's great. It's not even that long of a level. So he's going to smash some more blocks, but you don't need to be nearly as perfect with your jumping. And now we're at the boss fight, which is pretty easy, I must say. Here's how it goes. When the screen shakes, he's going to come down at you. And when you see falling debris, that means rocks are going to fall from the top. That's all you got to worry about. You just deal with that, know what's coming, and you're fine. There is one more thing to consider, but you'll know that when it comes. And it's not that much more difficult to deal with, if we're being honest. Alright. So he comes down like this, now he's going to charge at you. There's apparently 2 ways you can charge at him, but you just do this, and he's dead. That's it. It's done! Bam! That's all the extra stages complete. And, well, they don't let you, skip this, so you gotta go to hard mode level 6. But it's not so bad. Not really. An extra armor? Pfft, I can deal with that shit. Well, that was it. This was Ghosts and Goblins, Super Ghouls and Ghosts Arrange Mode. I hope you enjoyed it. And see you next time for whatever the holy hell I do. Until then, enjoy your failure reel. Bye now!